Yo, what's going on, guys? Pineapple Sway. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Seattle Seahawks draft recap about the first round. I'm not going to go in deep about the other draft picks. I'm just going to talk about the Seahawks. I'm a Seahawks fan. We selected Jordyn Brooks out of Texas Tech. He is a linebacker, inside linebacker. He's basically a linebacker. And the way I see this pick, at first, I didn't really like it. I was really disappointed. It's kind of sad almost because there was a lot of good players available. We had Jonathan Taylor, safety from Alabama, the pass rushing edge threat guy from Penn State. Can't think of their names right now. But we selected Jordyn Brooks out of Texas Tech. I was not really sure what the organization of Seattle was thinking at the time. And as you can see on the screen, I got the Seattle Seahawks roster pulled up. And we can really talk about this roster. To be honest, Jadeveon Clowney, he's not going to resign with Seattle. I don't really think he will. So we need edge rushers. Most likely, we're probably going to sign Everson Griffin or trade for Yannick Ngakoue soon. I really don't know. Coming into this draft, I had this Xavier McKinley. That's who it is, the safety from Alabama. I was hoping we'd pick him or Jonathan Taylor. A lot of people say we may not need Jonathan Taylor, but with Rashad Penny's health and Chris Carson's health, it's just an injury concern. And plus, Chris Carson has a really bad fumbling issue. He has butterfingers, to say the least. And the thing about Xavier McKinley, our safety core is not that good. We have Quandre Diggs and Bradley McDougall and Marquise Blair. And then our corners are good. We have two solid corners, Shaquille Griffin and Quinn Dunbar. Those are two solid corners. Those guys will be good corners for years to come. But our safety core needs help. And the NFL is a very different game as it is today. A lot of NFL offenses like to spread out the field. And you need fast, quick guys out there. And I thought Xavier McKinley was the best guy. But after looking at this pick and researching why we selected him, I kind of understand what we were thinking, exactly why we selected him. Because I'm going to go pull down. If you look at our roster of linebackers, we have KJ Wright, Ben Burke-Kirven. He's a rookie, and he'll be in the second year next year. The middle linebackers, we have Bobby Wagner, Cody Barton, and then left outside linebackers, we have Kendricks and Shaquem Griffin. That's on Madden. Clowney plays linebacker in real life and defensive end. While next year I know Michael Kendricks won't be on our team because he got suspended, or I don't know what to call it. He's suspended indefinitely for insider trading. But the way I see it, they were thinking about the future. Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright, they're not going to be in the league forever. I believe KJ Wright is on a contract year this season. So I mean, this may be coming to show that KJ Wright might be out of Seattle next year after this season. And maybe even Bobby Wagner. I'm not going to say we're going to cut them or release them. It's just they're getting old, up there in age. Yeah, as you can see, Bobby Wagner is going to be 30. KJ Wright's going to be 31 next season. And they're probably just trying to address that. Because after looking at the film of Jordyn Brooks and his stats, he looks like a really good, solid linebacker for me. So, Seahawks fans who follow me, I would not be worried about this pick. In my opinion, I'd give this pick a B+. They're basically preparing for the future and basically the post-era after, Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright leave. Because I feel like with KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner, as I said before, they're great linebackers in today's game, but, with them getting up there in age, it's going to be difficult. They're gonna lose speed. They're not going to be as, fit and strong as they used to be once they get older. Because, I mean, in the NFL, once you hit, 30, age 31, I mean, it's a lot more difficult, a lot more work on your body. And so the way I see it, this is a great pick for Seattle. Really great pick. Doesn't really make sense right now, but I trust in John Snyder and Pete Carroll to be able to figure this out and turn this guy into a star. NFL comparison that I give to Jordyn Brooks, I really feel like he is sort of like Shaq Thompson from the Carolina Panthers. That's who he reminds me of a bit. Not really the best at block shedding, but he is a tackle machine. He played 11 games his senior season, or 10 games actually his senior season, and had 108 tackles his senior year. After looking at his stats and what he's done at Texas Tech, he's a tackle machine. Reminds me a lot of Bobby Wagner. I'd say that's the ceiling for him is Bobby Wagner, and the floor is Shaq Thompson. He's not the quickest guy. He ran a 4.5, 4.40, which is pretty good. You have other linebackers like Isaiah Simmons who ran a 4.39, possibly will play safety in the NFL. But Jordyn Brooks, he's a very versatile player in my opinion. I feel like he could play safety for Seattle, or he could play linebacker. We could even put him down at the line to play defensive end if we really wanted to. But the one thing that does concern me about Jordyn Brooks is his height. A lot of linebackers in today's age are just tall, lengthy, stocky guys who can be able to jump up, swat passes, and guard receivers and tight ends. He's not the best at coverage, but I mean he can work on that. He'll be learning from Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright, who are two of the best coverage linebackers in the league, in my opinion. So yeah, that's really how I feel about this pick. It's still a strange pick from Seattle, to say the least. I'm not really sure what they see in him, but I feel like this is more of just preparing for the future. And hopefully, we have 3 second-round picks, I believe. Hopefully, we can be able to get some more good draft picks with that. And I really can't wait to see what Jordyn Brooks does. And if you guys have any questions or concerns or comments, just feel free to put it down in the comment section. I'll happily answer them. And if you want to talk some shit, that's okay, because this is just my opinion. That's totally cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and go Hawks.